All right, collectors, today on the channel, we're going to do a real quick review of something that I just got in my hands over at the Metroplex Collectibles Toy Show. I had heard about it, but I never really, I wasn't paying any attention to it because I already had the MAFEX Wolverine, and I was like, these CT toy things is probably junk that breaks apart in your hand. But I got a hold of one of these down there at the Metroplex show, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't half bad. This is actually not bad. I started to mess around with it, and I was like, wait a minute, this might be a contender. Of course, I believe, and you guys can correct me in the notes, this is kind of a knockoff MAFEX figure that happens to be from a kind of known knockoff company, right? CT Toys. I ordered it from AliExpress. It took about a week and a half to get here. This is the packaging. I ordered it with the box. Usually I order it with the box because it protects the figure better, so I pay that extra whatever. Not because I wanted it in a pristine box, but because I wanted to protect the figure a little better. And then they wrap around some bubble wrap on it. Tends to protect it better. I've ordered a bunch of other crazy wacky stuff from AliExpress. And some of it's hit and miss. So here's the box. You guys have seen it. It looks very, very similar to that other box. So there you go. Let's take a look at the figure real quick. So yes, you do get I actually bought a whole bunch of these once on Amazon. This comes with this stand. It's not quite as good as the MAFEX stands, but I mean, it does the job. So anyways, one time I bought I think I bought like 50 of these on Amazon for like $10 or something. It's not high quality stand, but it does the job, right? So you get this, right? So there you go. And here's the star of the show, Mr. Wolverine. So I'm going to be clear about this and upfront. When I first got them, and I'm going to show you that there is still something going on with it. It's not perfect by any means, right? So what I want to be clear is when I first got him, he could not do this. He could not kick up his legs whatsoever. He couldn't do that at all. I went back. What I did here was this. This is what I heard. Let's see if I can capture the noise. It's not doing it anymore. No, it's not doing it anymore. So his neck right here is actually pretty tight. See how it makes that little tight noise? It's actually really tight in there. So I don't want to push it too hard because I think pushing it too hard might end up breaking it. So, it's actually really tight in here. I'm not sure if I can ever loosen this up. So when it was put together, it was just, there's no oil involved in this or anything like that. They don't take, I don't think the care that they need to when putting these together or fitting the part correctly. Some of these joints just need some of that lubrication, or otherwise, you're going to get it real tight. So it was making that creaky, you guys know that creaky sound that plastics make when they don't want to let go and they want to break. And so I took it upstairs. I took it upstairs, and with some Q-tip, I put some shock oil there and some shock oil there. Heated it up so the shock oil can get thin and slip into the crevices there. And then it works fine now. Now it works perfectly fine, right? The legs move fine. But I can't get it in there, and I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'll just pour some in there and see if it'll work its way into that neck area. The head moves fine. There's no issues with the neck. And he actually has pretty good, posability there with the neck. I'm trying to see if I think that's as far back as it goes. Actually, it actually is working much better. But you guys hear that, right? So it's better than when I first opened it. When I first opened it, it did not want to move at all. But now it's fine. So there was that. But I was actually very careful with it because I knew any wrong move with it and, boop, there goes, I think I paid $17 for it. So it's gone. Now, is it perfect? No. Like I was talking about, there's some items here that's missing. And then what also I had to do is there was a lot, I don't know if you can see it there, but there was some extra unpainted yellow stuff. I actually took an X-Acto knife and kind of cut that out. And because it was quite a bit of extra plastic there. So I just cut that out. And it looks fine now. It's no big deal. But yeah, let's put it through its paces real fast, and then we'll look at the accessories. Let's do articulation real quick first. The plastic actually on this one, I don't know if the plastics on this one are different than the one that I felt at the Metroplex Toy Show, because the one that I felt over there, it felt a lot more pliable. It just felt a lot more pliable, a lot more floppy. This one does not feel as floppy. The plastics are a little bit more. The durometer on these plastics feels stronger. So again, that goes back to, KO stuff. Sometimes you get the good stuff, sometimes you don't. I'm not saying that the one that they had over there was any better or worse. It just feels different. So that's roll of the dice stuff, roll of the dice. But I'm doing a review on the one that I got. So we'll just start with the head real quick. He looks up pretty well. See that? Looks down pretty great. And this part of the neck does move, as we saw earlier. He does tilt there. So he does that. Very good. It's got great movement there on the head. So he can also look down quite a bit. So he's got a lot of movement there. He's got this, crazy butterfly joint looking thing. So it works pretty well there. He can't move as far back as I would like him to, but he does move pretty far back there, like stretch backwards. He doesn't have the butterfly all the way back here, but it's still pretty good. It's really good, actually. Cut at the bicep there, double jointed pinless elbows. Now these are kind of tight, but I mean they're pinless and they work well. So, anyways, you've got the little MAFEX kind of McFarlane-esque type of joints there. You can make it go up or down sideways. That's the good thing about these do look a little ugly, but it's the good thing about these. You can make them do the dice roll or the in and out for those hands. So pretty regular there. He does have a pretty solid crunch. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. So he does have a cut. I could never get that actually super straight. I don't know why, but I don't know, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But he does have a cut at the, uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, that was scary. It was kind of sticking right there. He does have a cut at the abdomen there. And then he does have a cut down here at the waist. So there's that. That was scary though. Huh. It's kind of sticking a little bit. Oh, stuck again. Anyways, I managed to wiggle it out. I guess it's just a little sticky there. He can't do the splits about that far. So there's that. Drop down hips like crazy. Could kick his legs up that high. I'm not really manhandling it because his legs go back that far. Because I could feel that they're just not Marvel Legends level tough, right? These are more delicate action figures. There's no cut here at the thigh, but there is the ability to do this because of that socket joint in there. So you can kind of do that already because of that socket joint. Double jointed pinless knees, can't quite kick his butt. So there's that. He does have a cut, I believe. Yeah, he has a cut there at the boot. So there's that. And then he has those same arm, those wrist type connectors down here at his feet. But his feet do a lot there like that. Look at that. And then he has a toe hinge there. So articulation is really great, actually, except for the stuff that I had to do to fix it, right? Had to add a little bit of extra juice to it, some extra shock oil stuff. I like the articulation there, but sometimes I got to pull this out, coax it out to bring it back into, normalcy. So you can swap the heads. He does have some additional heads, and we'll go over those in a minute. So as far as articulation, he's actually really great articulation on it. On level with MAFEX, I think, especially for Wolverine, which is pretty good. So there's there's that. Let me stand him up here because I want to pull out what he's got in the box real quick. Don't fall. Hang out. Let's open the box real fast. Let's see. Come on, box. Open up. Oh, I forgot it opens up on the side. Not at the bottom. All right. What else does he come with? Here, let me show you. He comes with the mask. You know, everybody knows what this is for. You can lay it across the bottom there, and then, you know, he took off the mask, and then you can put this head on him, right? So there you go. There's this head. Screaming. It looks pretty good, though. About pre-photo real technology on the face there. Still pretty good. And then you've got this face right here, which is kind of smiling. Right? It's kind of smiling at you. Not bad quality on the paint, actually. So it's really good. And he's kind of this one more serious, more stoic face, right? Not bad quality on the paint. I don't think it's that sloppy. I think it's actually pretty nice. So there's that. Stand. And then you've got three sets of hands. You've got the claws out. You've got the relaxed hands here. They're just relaxed. And then you've got the two fists, just fists, right? So they're just two regular fists, no claws. So yeah, it's not bad for the amount of stuff that you get, the quality that you get. $17. I'm telling you, it's hard to say no. It's hard to say no to this. Oh, just real quick, before I go, what do I rate this figure as? Articulation is great. So on articulation, I did have to do some work on it with articulation. So I'm going to rate it at a 4.3. Because there's some issues here and here. There's still an issue there at that neck. So it's a 4.3. It's not, here's my scoring scale. And then what do I rate it as in looks? It's actually really nice looking. But again, I had to do some work here to cut some of the flashing off of the plastic. It's a little bit sloppy there. Can you see that? It's got some sloppiness there. It's not great, so I'm going to rate that. You know, it's a little bit sloppy in places. So, but it's not horribly bad. It's just, you know, kind of. There's a little bit of sloppiness there. You see that? That should be yellow. I think. So, I mean, it's right at a 4. So put together, it's maybe a 4.1. It's not bad. It's not a bad figure. There just are some, you know, quality control issues with it. But for $17, get the heck out of here. What do you want, man? You know, for $17, that's a 4.1. It's good. It's a solid figure. You know, you're gonna have to do a little bit of work to it and be careful with it when you get it, because, you know, he's a little bit more breakable than this one. All right, guys, back to the video. They clearly have shown us that it is possible to do this, but it might be possible. Why? Why would this be possible, right? Probably because they're not paying a licensing fee. That's what I'm thinking, right? If you're paying a licensing fee, then it might be a little bit more pricey. So, and even then, I don't think it's as pricey. You know what? Let me go get the that other Wolverine I like. Here is the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. Let's stand them up right next to each other and see how they compare in size. I like them both, but right now I'm digging the Secret Wars Wolverine more, and that's just because I mean that's the Wolverine that I liked when I was playing the what is it, the 4-player X-Men game. I really like this, and I don't know, there he is. So you could see that this Secret Wars Wolverine is way more buff than this CT Toys. Let's see, how do they stand next to each other? Well, the Marvel Legends one seems to be taller, but that's actually expected because MAFEX, which is kind of what this is based off of, is always a tiny bit smaller than 1/12 scale, or the 1/12 scale that Hasbro uses, right? So everybody's saying that, you know, MAFEX is actually closer to 1/12 scale than Marvel Legends. So, I mean, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed this quick little review. Do I recommend CT Toys? Yeah, if you get a good one. So, but you roll the dice. Whenever you do these KO things, you roll the dice. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, I'll be at the Metroplex Collectibles Toy Show January 25th. Here's a little logo form and everything. Stop by. Let's talk about toys. Grab a free sticker. Grab yourself a bargain or a deal. Meet with some other vendors there. I think even Cincy Nerdman's going to be out there. So, yeah, he was one of the first toy tubers that I started watching a while back. Art G is always the top tier for me, toy tuber. But anyways, for me, let's have some fun. Come on out there, grab a sticker. Let's talk some toys. You're in the tribe. It's a great place for kids. You know, let's get some new people into the hobby, into this plastic collecting mess. You know, it's just fun. It's none of this is mandatory, and it's just good fun for all ages. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you keep coming back, if you keep having fun with these toys and these reviews and this news, why not like? Why not subscribe? What's the worst that can happen? I can send you $300 worth of toys. That's what. Special thanks to the members. With their insight, generosity, and their guidance, I'm able to bring you better content. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. And as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling this out.